The centre of Ayr, one of Scotland's oldest towns and home to South Ayrshire Council, providing services at a time when budgets are tight and there's a greater focus on improving efficiency. The council knew that technology would help its strategy. After reviewing the available solutions, it opted for Microsoft's Office Communications Server, or OCS, which integrates telephony with audio and video conferencing and also with existing Office applications.
The council's on a technological journey. We've moved from distributed computing, we've used thin client computing. We need to take cognizance of where the business wants to go. The business wants to be more agile. They want to be able to rely on technology without having to think too much about it. I think one of the good things about OCS is the fact that it draws people to it. There's a number of technologies that we have deployed in the past that people shy away from unless they have had intensive training and they themselves need to embrace the technology. I think in a lot of ways OCS is so ever-present on their desktop. It's integrated quite fully into their email, their Exchange email and their calendar. And if they're used to using Exchange, it's not a great leap to start to use instant messaging. It's not a great leap to start using audio conferencing. And I think because it lends itself to inviting people to use the technology, then although it's a culture change, I'm optimistic that it will be one that people will sort of latch onto quite readily.
So how does OCS work? Put simply, it gives people more control over their IT, allowing them to communicate with each other more effectively. Within South Ayrshire, a revolution is underway.
Okay, cheers, bye-bye.
I think we expected it to give us a modern communication tool to sort of manage our business effectively, but it's done far more than that because it has far greater functionality, I think, than we realised. We thought we would get a system that would manage our communications, but we've actually got a system that's allowing us to almost revolutionise the way we work and to become much more streamlined across the board.
Staff can increasingly work more flexibly, offering potential long-term savings in building use. The system makes it much easier to call up staff and hold quick conferences at very low cost. South Ayrshire Council chose Exactive to help install and implement the OCS solution, known within the council as Prism. Exactive, a Microsoft Gold partner with experience in telephony as well as conventional IT, has taken a lead in OCS provision.
Instant messaging and presence is really powerful for local authorities because a lot of them are geographically dispersed. You know, they have people working in different buildings throughout the region, and for them to be able to see the presence of someone who's not sitting right next to them is really powerful, and to be able to share a document or have an ad hoc or a scheduled meeting without having to leave their desk, it saves them a lot of time.
This is the council's old telephone PBX system in the basement of its headquarters in Ayr, replaced now with a much smaller and more advanced system. Service Development Manager John Porter says the new system speeds up everyday contact.
It's about the ability to talk to people instantly, so you don't need to rely on sending an email and then maybe getting an answer back at some point. Someone's there, you can send them a message, ping, they've got the answer back straight away. So that's a big benefit there. Phoning people straight away and then being able to answer. Bringing other people into the call seamlessly and without thinking about it. You can have, a multiple way audio conference without having to go away and set something up. And it's all part of the one system, so they're all doing it from their desktop. We'd already had conversations with Exactive, obviously, because we were using them as a support partner, and they were very keen and seemed a good fit for us. They were very receptive to our needs, and we've had a good relationship with them in the past, so we decided to go with them.
Local authorities face the twin challenges of improving services and driving down costs. Office Communications Server provides a real solution that enables flexible working at much lower cost, as well as access to the latest technology in audio and video conferencing, and the ability to share documents online.
For me, it allows me very quickly to see which staff are available when I'm looking to speak to them. It allows, particularly in the run-up to council meetings where there's quite a lot of pressure to get papers out and done quickly, it allows you to share documents on screen with staff, to go over particular bits that are problematic. It allows you potentially to do that with portfolio holders, the leader of the council. It's just a natural aid to the business. Things that would have taken several meetings before can actually be done very quickly now. We're also now looking at using it for training, for some of our training modules. For example, chief officers are notoriously difficult to find time in their diaries. Something like Prism allows you to do training over that medium using the video conference mode, and that's a huge benefit in terms of just allowing time to be spent where it should be spent, focused on service users.
Exactive and Microsoft OCS, reducing costs and enabling flexible working.